Hey there, you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by Galadon Gaming, more Clash Royale action. And today, I swear it's just a coincidence. Yesterday, I put out the video talking about my predictions and upcoming balance changes. And boom, here we go. We've got those balance changes being announced. And there are some surprises in here, so I just wanted to go over them one by one. Starting out with, of course, the Hog Rider having its damage decreased by 6%. The Hog just absolutely dominating the game. I had a feeling this was going to happen. It's an exciting card, maybe the most exciting card in the deck, but just such a lack of variety in attack strategies. I'll admit I'm one of the culprits. I use the Hog non-stop, so we might see some other offensive cards besides the Hog after this damage decrease goes into effect. Now the Prince, that might be one that we see with a damage increase of 9%. So at higher level arenas, you don't see that much use of the Prince. So I'm hoping that maybe Arena 7, Arena 8, we will see the Prince once again. And the P.E.K.K.A. P.E.K.K.A. double Prince, is it coming back? I would almost say that is guaranteed, especially now that a P.E.K.K.A. will kill a Barbarian with one swing, which is a huge difference. The P.E.K.K.A. easily countered by the group of Barbarians previously. Now maybe things are going to change up. And one of my favorite cards in the game, the Goblin Barrel. I miss the Goblin Barrel. I really do love the Goblin Barrel. It's just such a funny card. And having that spawn time decreased by just 0.2 of a second might be enough to get a lot of players, maybe myself, to use it again. Now here comes the bad news. Of course, I predicted it. The XBow and the Mortar. The XBow's deployment time decreased to 4 seconds from 5 seconds, and its hit points increased at the same time. So Royale basically admitting that they over-nerfed it. They don't want to never see these cards in the game. Hopefully, we won't see too much of it, but, you know, cards and things about the game that evoke emotion and strong reactions, that's part of what makes the game better, I think. So let's go ahead. Why not? Throw the XBow back in. Let's let people see if they can use it. And then the Mortar also having its deployment time decreased to 4 seconds from 5 seconds, just like the XBow. The Furnace, I also saw this one coming. So the lifetime has been increased by 10 seconds. So you'll see some more maybe stacking of Furnaces, which could be interesting. And it's just another hut spam type deck. We still have the poison to counteract it, but maybe we will see more Furnaces. I don't know if I've seen a Furnace since maybe the first week they came out. Now Guards, they've lost that pushback effect when their shields break. I think that's probably a good idea. Makes them a little bit more effective, and they are another one of my favorite cards. The Witch, she is right up there on the list of my favorite cards in the game, and this is a big increase, 17%. That is going to be significant. She will also kill minions in 3 hits instead of 4 at tournament rule levels, so that could be a significant change. Happy about that, and maybe she'll be able to help battle the balloon giant assaults as well. The Lava Hound, of course, it needed to have its damage increased. 28% though, what a huge number. A 28% increase is monstrous for this card, but really, I can recall playing against the Lava Hound and you really just ignore it. It's nothing that needs to be dealt with until it breaks into the pups. So now with a damage increase that's significant, it is going to get to the tower because it's going to get through things like Teslas, like cannons, and get to that tower more quickly. Speaking of, we've got the Teslas having their hit points increased by 8%. That could be significant. I like the Tesla. I would like to see more of it. And in turn, we saw the hit points of the cannon decreased by 8%, which we definitely see the cannon overused right now. That ought to bring those two into balance. And finally, the skeletons. Now, I love the 1 Elixir Skeletons. It's one of the most secretly OP cards in the game. You're going to lose basically 25% of their strength. They're going from 4 to 3 spawned skeletons. So there's still 1 elixir, which I think is really great. I love the idea of having a 1 elixir card that you can put in your deck. What will happen losing that extra skeleton? I don't know. Could it balance things out? It's going to make it tougher to counter, say, a Prince now, with the Prince seeing that increase and then skeletons seeing the decrease. Who knows? Maybe people will switch back to the Tombstone. So those are the balance changes that will be going live on June 21st in just a few days. Don't say I didn't warn you. I did call some of these, and yes, some of these are going to absolutely aggravate people. I am not going to be happy to see Mortars and XBows, but at the same time, what is the sense of having those cards if nobody is using them? I feel like you shouldn't delete them from the game. But again, the game is young, Royale is in its infancy, and we can expect to see new cards, new facets of the game open up, and of course, constant balance changes to help bring things into line and hopefully to continue to increase a diversity of decks, because I think that's what this game is all about, facing lots of different decks. And a lot of people get upset at that because they feel like there's counters to their deck that they keep running into. But trust me when I tell you, it's random as to what deck you are going to face. It's based solely upon trophies, despite all of those conspiracy theorists out there. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about these balance changes, what else you would like to see come to the game in the future, and I will pass that information on. Thank you guys, as always, for sticking around all the way to the end of this episode, this bonus episode, but stay tuned. We will have more exciting news coming in the near future for both Clash Royale and Clash of Clans, and you can always expect to hear it here right away. Subscribe for daily Clash content, thumbs up if you like the video, and I hope to see you all back here again tomorrow for more full attacks.
Galadon, nice ending, it's different. I like it.
Not that different, you're still here.
Galadon.